Hello, welcome back to Horror Movie Collector. This is the third video in the lobby card sets that I'd like to show, and this is going back to the Hellraiser films again. So this is the first Hellraiser film, 1987. This is a classic Clive Barker film. This is a set of 6 out of 8, so there are 2 cards missing in this set, and nevertheless there's still a great collection to the lobby cards. The first one, that's Sean Chapman that plays Uncle Frank. That's like the tramp in the or tramp scene in the pet shop, and then the scene there with Claire Higgins that plays Julia in the death scene of this guy, and in the loft scene where he gets murdered by Uncle Frank. And again, you've got Ashley Lawrence that plays Kirsty. That's in the pet shop scene again, and then Kirsty again there. And again there, it's towards the end of the film. Then you've got like this really weird creature thing here that it's got like a tail like a scorpion, and like a demonic beast that's called the Engineer, which is a demon which prowls the corridors of hell. That's only in the first film. It has 2 scenes and that's it, which is a shame. It didn't come back into the second film to explain a little bit more about that. But still an interesting character in a new fresh horror film of the time. And then you have this set, which is Hellraiser 4 Bloodline, which is 1996, and this is a German set of lobby cards, and it's all sort of set in the future. It's all to do with the toy maker that created the box in the 18th century, and it goes through the centuries into the future with the ancestor in the same family basically. So the first shot there, you've got Doug Bradley, there's Pinhead, and again here Pinhead there, and then you've got Bruce Ramsey that plays Philip Merchant. He's the ancestor of the 18th century toy maker, and he's trying to solve the puzzle, the box, and close the gates of hell forever. This shot here is of the Cenobite twins. I think they were 2 security guards, and they get turned into Cenobites, and they're both joined together. And then this actress here is Kimberly Myers, who plays the wife to Philip Merchant in the film. And she's actually the girl from Freddy's Revenge, Nightmare on Elm Street Part 2. So that's quite interesting there, which was 1985, I think. So and she comes so many years later into the Hellraiser films. And then you got Pinhead there, and the twins, Cenobite twins. And that's another shot there that's all set in the future of the Philip Merchant character, and again there, that's with his family trying to escape Pinhead and the demons. And this one here, this is played by Valentina Vergas, I think her name is, and she plays Angelique. She's like a summoned demon, so she's like a right-hand person to Pinhead's character, and sort of helps him and on his side basically. So yeah, so she was a really interesting character, which I actually really liked in the film. I thought she played it really well. She was really good. So that's that set of Hellraiser 4, and plus that film got its last theatrical release, because then after that all the rest of them went to straight to video, which kind of went downhill after that, and I'm not a huge fan of the later Hellraiser films, so really up to the 4th film is the best ones for me. And then this is a Spanish set from the 1980 film The Shining, directed by Stanley Kubrick. Absolute classic sort of haunted house, haunted hotel film, which was for me, it's still probably one of the best in the sort of supernatural films, and just the sound effects, the soundtrack, and the way it was acted, and the effort that was put on the actors and the actresses in the film, and the whole crew was absolutely incredible. But it did create a lot of stress on film set, especially with Shelley Duvall. She suffered a lot, I think, Stanley Kubrick, when she had to keep retaking the scenes over and over again. And I think it made her pretty ill, but it paid off in the end. But that's the classic scene of Jack Nicholson after he's broken through the door, attacking his wife. And you've got this one here of Danny Lloyd, that plays Danny Torrance. And Shelley Duvall, that plays Wendy Torrance. And you got Danny and Jack on the way to the hotel. And that's a scene there in the isolated hotel where Danny's been attacked by some sort of invisible presence or supernatural presence. That's a famous shot there of Jack Nicholson in the maze scene. So it's a really popular shot, that one. And then this one here, you've got Scatman Crothers, I think his name is, and this chap here. I think, from memory, I think he was also with Jack Nicholson that played in an absolutely brilliant film, the One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, which is also another of my all-time favourite Jack Nicholson films. Absolutely brilliant film. And he plays Dick Harron, the caretaker, where he's taking Danny and Wendy round before they lock up, showing them the meat room and the vegetable room and all the kitchens and everything. So it's really, really good, really good film overall. And then another one there, Wendy, and Jack Nicholson with the ghost lady that was in the bathtub. The first time I saw that, I was pretty young. It pretty much scared the hell out of me when she sort of went all mouldy and old in that scene. So, but it's absolutely classic. And there's the famous ballroom scene where he's getting his drink over the bar in the hotel. And another shot there of Scatman Crothers. And then the famous shot there of Danny where he's writing murder on the door, sort of back to front, and when he sees it in the mirror reflection, it's basically murder. So it's one of the classic scenes in the film. And then that one there where he's had a bad nightmare where he's dreamt that he cut up his wife and child into little bits. So yeah, so the Shining is probably one of the for me, one of the best sort of supernatural sort of ghost films, and absolute classic for its time. Even though Stephen King didn't like it at all, but it still came across as a classic in the end. So so that's it for this video, and I hope to do more lobby card videos very soon. So happy collecting. Bye.